Welcome to Lincoln Drive, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
This is
yes.
Deb Hall. Y'all know who this is.
Melissa Quinones.
And Asia Black.
How y'all doing today?
Good.
Yeah, I'm talking to y'all this time. I'm not talking to the listeners.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Y'all
good. I'm ready.
Oh, we got a special guest in the building. She's here ready to speak. She goes by the name of Miss Tiana.
Hi,
Last name
everybody.
Wilson. Last name
You can
Wilson.
sing, y'all.
No, I wasn't
Please.
trying to sing. I can really hit the vocals, but
No.
I'm gonna leave that for you. But yeah, we have Miss Tiana Wilson, a candidate running for Miss Lincoln.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
she is in the building. She wants to tell you all about herself. You know, y'all come out, listen to her speak this upcoming Monday at 7 o'clock, I believe.
Yes.
In the
At
ICC building.
At 7. Doors open at 6:30, so come get a
be there
seat.
6.
All right,
He
Yes.
likes to start on time.
We'll be there.
Earliest
Okay.
we are on time.
Yeah, we was actually at the convocation Tuesday. Was it Tuesday?
Yes.
Yes.
Tuesday. Yeah, we seen y'all speak. I like the way you carried yourself on stage.
Thank you.
As well as the other contestants.
Thank
We
you.
actually had Miss Brianna McPherson here this past Tuesday here to talk about the her upcoming campaign
Yeah.
and her candidacy in the Miss Lincoln competition. And on top of that, she had like a lot of good things to say about y'all.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear
I think we
about
all
it.
have a lot of really good things to say about each other because a lot of us, well, actually, we're all in the same class and we all know each other. So it's kind of like, oh, yeah, we kind of expected for it to be me, Kiera, and Brianna in the competition
Okay.
before we even really got to the interest meeting. So
That's good.
it was just, you know, the vibe was good from the beginning. So we just knew that it was going to be a good time regardless.
Okay, so
That's
tell the
good.
listeners about yourself, Miss
Um,
Tiana. Like classification, where you from? No.
Well, I am from New Jersey,
Okay.
of course, you know. Hey,
Alright.
shout out to Jersey. I'm a junior here at Lincoln, class of the fearless class of 2015.
Oh, fearless.
I'm a member of a bunch of different organizations.
Mm.
I Spit. I'm the vice president of I
Okay.
Spit.
Mm.
I am a sister that is respected seriously, STARS. I'm a part of the Model United Nations, which is an organization on campus. And it's on a smaller scale, but we still do a lot. So, and I try to go to everyone's events. I try to get out there and see everyone. But the biggest things that I'm really known for on campus is STARS and I Spit.
So how is it like with all these different organizations on your back, and then you taking on this big responsibility of taking on be Miss Lincoln?
You know, it's a lot. I feel like since I got here, I've been doing so much, and every year I get more and more and more. And because I was abroad last semester, I had to kind of pick up slack, I guess you could say. And so I felt like I had to make up for the things that I missed out. So it was just like, I'm going to do this, and it gets hard sometimes, and it gets busy, and you get stressed, but, I go into everything with a mindset that I really want to do it, and I want to do it for my community, because if I don't do it, who's going to do it? You know what I'm saying? So, it's stressful at times, but I like it, and I think I juggle it all pretty well, and, I try to play my role in every organization, because my role is different in each one, but I just take it for what it is, and I try to do my best, and I just try to be a good addition to everything that I'm a part of.
Cool.
So, what made you decide to run for Miss Lincoln?
That's kind of a deep question, because when I got here, initially before I even got here, Kayleen and Biggs were Mr. and Miss Lincoln, and I was kind of like, I didn't really know if I wanted to come to Lincoln or not. My dad and my brother graduated from here, but I'm one of those, exactly. And I was one of those people that was like, I don't want to follow in anyone's footsteps. I kind of want to do my own thing. But then Kayleen just spoke, and I was like, am I going to sound like that when I leave here? Is that going to be me? And so essentially it was kind of her influence on me that made me want to be here. And then as I matriculated through, I wasn't really sure if I could do it, because I wasn't the prettiest on campus, or I wasn't the best dressed, and I couldn't really walk in heels that well, I guess you could say. And I just didn't think that I fit. But then I realized that I love me, and everyone else around me loves me for me, and I don't have to change. And one of the biggest things that I think girls need to know, women on campus need to know, is that you don't have to change who you are. You don't have to. You don't have to fit someone else's mold. You can make the mold fit you. And one of my biggest things with becoming Miss Lincoln, if I win, is that I really want to show people that you can still be yourself. You don't have to change and be someone else to represent your university, because people chose you to represent your university because of who you are, not because of who you convinced them that you are.
So
and
true.
and it's just about courage for me, you know. It's just about courage, and I've never done a pageant. I don't do things like this, you know. This is kind of outside of my realm, so it's very stressful for me because I'm like, it has to be perfect, and I have to do my best, and you know. But at the end of the day, it all goes back to courage and me just making sure I know who I am, and if I win, I know it's because you all wanted me to be there as who I am.
Right. That
That's
actually
great.
reminds me of Kaylee. You know, she always used to say, you don't look like what you've been
That's
through.
such a-
So, you know, be yourself. I
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
such a wonderful
Yeah.
compliment. I love her.
Yes. Love
I
her
mean, that's
too.
the only way you can win people over is being yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly, and that's why I didn't want to, you know, try to be someone that I wasn't, or you know, try to fit, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Is there are there any things that you can bring to the table that you know the previous Miss Lincolns never brung, or as far as achieved?
I don't know if I could say that per se, but I can definitely say that I'm different from them.
Okay.
And I think because I am different, I'm automatically going to bring a whole lot to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, Miss Universities in general, they don't have piercings. I have 3 on my face. Typically they don't. You have the glamour aspect of the Mr. or Miss,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that that's the role that I fit in. But I think that because I'm very academic, I'm very social, and I just have a whole different outlook on life, that I'm going to bring something different in general. That,
Mhm.
I think we all bring something different, and I just think that it's not so much about what people have or haven't done,
Mhm.
it's what you bring that's different, that's going to set you aside from everyone else.
I
Mm-hmm.
like
I
that. You know.
agree completely.
And that ties right back into she's saying, you know, being yourself. You know,
Right.
like, I like that. It's not a certain look. You know, you
Yeah.
want to make them say, oh, well, they changed the game. They changed the game. With
Exactly,
this. And I like that.
exactly.
I like that. So, what's your view on Lincoln now? Like when you came to the campus and you seeing the campus grow as far as you know the community and as far as academically. Like, what's your view on it now, and then what's your view on it in the future if you become Miss Lincoln?
Right now, I think Lincoln is at such a good point because Dr. Jennings has been trying to get, I guess you could say, better students, or
Mhm.
students that are academically more advanced. And you can see a difference in a lot of the students now from versus when I got here. A lot of people are trying to focus on academics. And you have those people who aren't, and that's, I mean, it's not fine, we're in college.
Right.
But you
Right.
have a lot more people who are like, hey, do you want to study, as opposed to, hey, it's Thursday, let's go drink.
Mhm.
And so I think that's a very different mindset for
Right.
Lincoln. If I become Miss Lincoln, I definitely want to bring that aspect of scholarship, because I love to have fun. I love to go out. I love to do things,
Mhm.
but I'm also a scholar. You know, I've maintained a GPA that's been higher than a 3.6 since I've been here.
That's
You
good.
know, I currently have a 3.7 right now, and one of the biggest things that me and all of my friends, including Brianna McPherson,
Mhm.
she's another candidate for Miss Lincoln,
Mhm.
we all promote maintaining GPAs. Like oh, you didn't do homework? Like, we look at each other crazy, you know? So
Right.
I just think that me as an individual, I promote scholarship every day of my life, because people always see me, what are you doing? Homework? What are you reading? Homework? What are you doing? Homework. Lots of homework. So,
In the
Right.
books.
yes, exactly. Exactly.
As you should be. What is your major, just out of curiosity?
I am a double major in Spanish and French with
Oh.
a minor in English.
Ooh,
Yeah.
languages.
She gonna talk that talk.
Yes.
All the
Talk that
A
talk.
couple
right.
different talks, actually.
Oh, man.
I don't know why, I just envisioned something about like the UN. Would you want to work for the UN? Would that be a goal?
You know, initially I did, but I realized that my goal in life is to inspire minorities, not just African Americans, but just minorities in general, to learn another language.
Mhm.
When I went abroad, people were, not only were they shocked because I was Black and I wasn't what they were used to seeing,
Mhm.
but I spoke the language so fluently, like they were convinced that I was from Brazil, or that I was from Portugal, or that I was from somewhere in South America, or I was Dominican. They had they didn't just want to accept that I was African American, you know, because of how fluent that I was. And I think one thing that I want to inspire people on the home front here in the States: learn other languages. Don't be the stereotype that everyone wants you to be. But also, I feel like a lot of minorities who are of Spanish descent, they don't have enough say. And I feel that by being someone of a minority who's who's kind of put in a position in society that you have no kind of say, that I can help represent them and that they can trust me and that we can all kind of work together as minorities as opposed to being separate entities. So I want to use my language experience to go back to the people, to bring it back home, to work for us, not so much as to work for them. Does that make sense?
That's
Yes.
very interesting.
I definitely do. Just curiosity again. Where did you study abroad at?
This summer I studied abroad in Cannes, France.
Ooh.
And that's where they have the film festival, where a lot of people know of. And then I studied in Granada, Spain, for the semester, and I loved Spain. It was amazing. I tell everyone, go learn Spanish, enjoy it. Tapas are great, cervezas are great. It's all vino, tinto de verano, everything is great.
You got me jealous over here. She over there. Like she said, I've been outside of Oxford too. Like that's love. I like that. I'm just.
I caught that at the end.
You caught it. You was late, but there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have Miss Tiana Wilson in the building. Make sure y'all go out Monday, 7 o'clock in the ICC, and listen to her speak. You know, she up here running. She not just talking to be talking. You know, she speak 3 different languages. Listen to her. Vote. Vote. There you have it. We have a break coming up. Mr.
Brian Fenderson
is in the building.
Yes.
For his campaign for running for Mr. Lincoln, the only candidate up next on the Lincoln Drive.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lincoln Drive. It's your girl Asia Black, Melissa Quinones, and Deb Hall.
I'm here, you already know.
As I said before, we have Brian in the building, the contestant for Mr. Lincoln University.
What's up, y'all?
Yes.
He's here.
The only male contestant.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him.
you.
No, what can I say?
What more can I say? So, what made you run? Matter of fact, forget that. Tell us about yourself. How you doing today?
Right.
I'm good, regular Thursday.
Regular
They
Thursday.
started running to each other, but I'm good.
Oh,
Okay.
man. So, I noticed that you're the only candidate running for Mr. Lincoln.
Yes,
I
sir.
see you the only guy up there on stage speaking Tuesday. Like, what made you decide to run for Mr. Lincoln?
Feel like.
Yeah.
Running for Mr. Lincoln is something I would never do. Like, it's out of my comfort zone, and now I'm about to be a senior, so it's time for me to step out of my comfort zone.
Right.
And I think the best way to do that is to be a role model for the gentlemen on campus. Just show them what I have to offer, so they can be like me. It's okay to be different.
Right.
So I think it's time for me to put myself out there so everybody can see
Okay.
who I am.
So, how does that feel, like, as far as you being the only guy? Like, oh man, I got this. I have nothing to worry about. Or you still taking a humble approach, as if you didn't earn it yet.
I remain very humble because I have to fight with myself. There are things
Right.
with myself I have to compete with myself because I know I can do better, but I have to fight myself constantly. Like, Brian, get it together. You know you can do this. Do it.
Right.
So it's very hard. It's very challenging because you have to fight with yourself. Like, you know you sound crazy, so don't do that. Come on.
Okay. So I'm going to say, like, so where are you from? Your major?
I'm from Hillside, New Jersey. I'm a music
Two
education major.
Okay.
Yes,
Jersey in the
Tiana
building
from
today.
Jersey, yeah.
Oh man.
We try.
I like that. I like the academics, man. I like that, y'all. And so I meant to say, y'all got any questions, Ron? Like, y'all
Well,
want to take
what
over
would
the
you,
show?
if you had one, first of all, let's not get the stardust.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so if you had one thing that you can tell the men of our generation today and the men of this campus, what would it be, since you're the only contestant running?
One thing that I would really like to focus on with the gentlemen is to let's stop fighting each other and start building each other up. Because we always constantly play one guy and then talk about them and be their friend the next day. And then we said the next day after that, we're talking about them or doing something. I feel like it's time for us to just stop doing all of that and just help each other. Let's all move forward together. And that's what I want to really instill in the gentlemen here. Like, it's time for us to stop and start moving forward.
Okay. Do you mind speaking on your platform a little bit?
My platform is an acronym. The acronym is MUSIC, MUSIC, and it's molding, uniting, strengthening, so we can improve our campus. So to mold the gentlemen into leaders of tomorrow, to unite the campus because we are all kind of scattered, and it's time for us to come together and let's strengthen those who are weak and who are just feeling low. because there are a lot of us who we just don't feel like we can make it through the day, and it's time for us to stop being so selfish and let's start focusing on those people who need strength so that we can improve our campus.
Yes.
All right.
And you better incorporate music, which is your major and your everything.
Yes.
I like
Music
that.
is the me.
I like the acronym.
Yeah,
I
that's
really
very,
did. That
that's
stood out.
thoughtful.
Good question. So what can you bring to the table that no other Mr. Lincoln has brought to the table that you know of?
From my years here, there hasn't been a music major who was Mr. Lincoln. And I feel as though with an artsy side, I can bring a different outlook on different things. And I just want to let all the gentlemen know it's okay to be different.
Okay.
Because I'm not like the typical Mr. Lincoln you would see running or the typical guy that would run for Mr. Lincoln. And I feel like being different is something good. There can be change and difference. Instead of sticking to the same old kind of guy, I'm somebody who's different, offering different things to the table.
It was comfortable being different, you know? It's
Yeah.
comfortable. You don't have to try. You don't have to try at all. You just being yourself.
We just talked about the definition of weird on here too.
Oh yeah. We talk about everything. I tell you that. We talk about everything.
Different is everyone. Like, everyone's different from one another.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely. So like did any other Mr. Lincolns, like, you know, Linnell, Dustin, Mr. I was about to say Mr. Big. I'm tripping. Biggs. Did they inspire you to become Mr. Lincoln? Like, or you just say, you know, I'm just gonna have my own approach on things when I, you know, had that opportunity.
Well, I really wasn't here when Biggs was running.
Okay.
Linnell was the first Mr. Lincoln, and I thought, that's cool. He got a crown. Like, I want that. And then Dustin is now is Mr. Lincoln. It's like it's like not a pedestal, but it's like you want to help other guys. Like, I love helping people, and I see how so many people come up to him asking for his help, asking for his advice, and I just want people to come to me. Like, I'm an okay guy. You can see me on the street. Hey, Brian, what's up? How you doing? Like you have a problem? Come talk to me. Like, I'm the kind of person who likes to help people, and I feel as though with this title I can help everyone at one time.
That's cool. That's
So
cool.
we've got your view on Lincoln thus far. Like right now, what do you think about the future? Like, what's your view on Lincoln?
The future, Lord. I just want us to come together more. I think the more we come together, the better Lincoln will be. Once we unite with each other, we can be a force that can't be reckoned with. So as the future goes on, I just want us to come together more. Just keep coming together.
Yeah.
Yes, we definitely do need a little bit more coming together.
And y'all need to make, and this college needs to become a more college atmosphere instead of a institution. Like if you
Instead
get
of a boarding school.
Yeah, boarding school.
Oh.
Thank you, Asia. Like if you can, like, you know, get that college feel again back in here, man. We be good. Well, they'll be good because we about to graduate. So
Right.
Okay.
you know, I like that. It sounds good. You know, I'm intrigued. So you know, I'm good.
Yeah.
Right, we wish you the best of luck on Monday.
7
Thank you.
o'clock at ICC.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
will be there.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
You will definitely be there.
Be there.
Okay?
So there you have it, folks. The contestant from Mr. Lincoln himself, Brian.
Thank you, guys.
There he is. After this break, we have Miss Kiera Jackson running from Mrs. Lincoln, the last candidate, coming up on Lincoln Drive.
And we're back, Lincoln. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Snoop Dogg.
Isn't that like,
Always trying to say
it used to
something.
be Brooklyn. Am I tripping?
No, yeah.
What? Is this his
I think-
remix? Or was this the original song?
I don't know. I feel like
I
two-stepping on the
don't
beat.
know.
All right, but
Okay,
we back.
anyway.
Yeah, we're going to be in Unity Week. Y'all read we still Unity Week.
Yes, it is. It's Unity Week.
And today they have an event in the sub at 7 o'clock, I believe. And it's called Africa in the Nile Valley Civilization. We have a speaker, Professor Anthony Broder. And, you know, come out, see what that's about. Campus.
Also, you know, hop like a cues tonight too. Got a couple friends I'm gonna go support, and we're having a bit. Well, not we as in Delta, but my line sisters, Lori and Jody, are having a big sale at
Okay.
Hop Like Q as well. We got some good stuff for y'all. Come and
What time
see
is
what
it?
it's about.
You know?
That's 7 to 9, so we'll
7
be
to
there
9?
7 to 9.
Okay.
And I was also gonna say Unity Week. Yeah, y'all definitely had something for Unity Week,
Mhm.
supporting the Go Green campaign.
Oh yeah, for assigned gardens. Unfortunately, we haven't started planting them yet because it's been frosty outside.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as it gets warmer, sometime in April, we'll do that. But we all took pictures outside with our green shirts on. I'm wearing now.
Okay, I see. It's Brick City outside. It's really cool. In other words, that's cool. But we also have the Violence Awareness Concert.
Yes.
It's coming up.
Come out and support. It is tomorrow.
It's
y'all.
gonna be lit.
Tomorrow night.
It is. And I'm so sad that I'm not going to be able to make it. But please come out.
Right.
Come
I'll
out.
be there interviewing people.
And
This just in, y'all.
Yes.
breaking news.
Our last contestant from Miss Lincoln University.
She had to make her appearance,
Yes,
y'all.
she did.
Yes, she
Woo!
did. Okay,
We
she
have
in it.
Kiara Jackson
What's up,
running
Miss
for
Jackson?
Miss
Hey,
Lincoln
She's
University.
in there.
doing?
Got the
Good.
energy. That's what I'm talking about.
I love it.
Ooh, she flexing over there.
Okay.
She flexing
Don't
for
She came in
you.
ready.
Don't size me.
All right. How you doing?
I'm
Good.
good. I'm tired, running all over the place.
Came from a track meet.
Yeah, man.
I say that. You like?
I just came from one of the mass communications classes
Mhm.
about why I should be Miss Lincoln University.
Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah.
So I've
Yes.
been campaigning ever since what? Last week?
Let's get it, Key.
I'm not playing with y'all. Hope
Yeah,
y'all
she
ready.
came into classrooms, y'all. Like, she was coming. She was ready.
Making moves.
Not just flyers, classrooms.
Listen, that's what I'm talking about. She
You
just
gonna
came
know
from
her face.
promoting herself, and she's about to, promote herself on the air for y'all. Like,
You already know.
y'all actually got the gift to listen to every contestant. So we have our last contestant, Miss Kiara Jackson. So how you doing today? You fine?
I'm great. I feel wonderful. Like, honestly, I just feel so good, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. How do I feel? I feel inspirational. I feel motivational. I just feel everything. I feel cheerful. I don't know. I just feel everything good right now. Like the vibes, everybody around me has just been motivating me ever since they found out that I was running for this amazing position. I've had nothing but support since day one. And I can do nothing but be me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do nothing but be me. I can't let this change who I am. Like, I can't. I don't even know how do you even change? I don't even understand that.
You don't.
Girl, you don't.
Yeah, like, I really
That's
don't
the thing.
understand.
Unless it's for the better, you
Okay.
Right.
Can't do nothing but go up. But yeah, I'm glad to be here, y'all.
As you should. So what is your reason behind running for Miss Lincoln University?
Dang, I can go on and on and on. Okay, so let me try to keep it short and cute for you guys. So, one, I strongly believe that my gift as Kiara Jackson is to inspire others.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been through so much in life, period. I feel like I can give advice on every aspect of womanhood. Not too much, because I'm not all the way developed into the woman that I will become.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like, just finding who you are, that transition from like the adolescent stage into the college stage, I can't do anything but just think back of how much I've really developed into who I was. I know you guys know me since freshman year. And listen, it has been a true transformation since day one. Since day one. And the reason why I want to run is because I'm tired of seeing the same people at events. I want to see these freshmen interact more with the upperclassmen. They are
Yes,
so
Lord.
misleaded. Y'all understand?
This
I'm
year?
going to these freshman dorms, talking to them. They feel like they can't connect with us. Why? We don't seem approachable. That's terrible.
That is
Mhm.
That's terrible. It's like, I don't know. I want everybody to enjoy this Lincoln experience. Being Miss Lincoln University, you have so many opportunities and privileges, and nobody even understands. You have so much power. And if you don't use that power in a good light, you're missing out on so many opportunities. Me, y'all know I talk to everybody. You can be in a biology club, pre-med, the Spanish. I don't know how to talk Spanish, but I would talk to you, okay? I don't care. So it's just like, because I'm such a well-rounded person, I'm very active on campus, a part of NCNW, a part of Ziona Fashion Club, student leader ambassador, Line Media, the best org ever.
Okay.
Definitely is.
Admission student ambassador program. I mean, I'm so well-rounded, so I have the ability and I would say, I had the upper hand because I'm so active on campus that I know so many people that I can inspire and affect so many lives at once. So me becoming Miss Lincoln will only just put the title on Kiara Jackson and just have her as the Miss Lincoln, but still doing the thing that she was doing the whole time that she came at Lincoln. So I mean, this is a dream of mine. I have to get this, guys. It's just necessary. I can go on and on and on. Tell me when to stop.
I'm good. Hey, I'm glad you got a lot of energy.
You're on the
Yes.
right road.
That's cool. Like, so like, where are you from? You know, you got it, like, you know, your major.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I'm from Prince George's County, Maryland. Pretty girl county. But yeah, I'm a mass communications major with a concentration in broadcast and print journalism. So like I said before, I love the entertainment field. I love being on air. I love being on TV, radio, anything. I love communicating with people, period. And that's why I want to run for this position as well, because I love people. I love people. It's not even about me. I just want to affect the lives of others. That's all I'm about.
That's amazing.
Right.
So, if you had one goal or one quote that you live by, what would it be and why?
I would say that I have a lot of quotes. I don't want to say the quote that I want to say for my pageant, because everybody
that I live by is.
okay. Yes, Asia.
I
Yes.
remember you, girl.
I would say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but the lips is the greatest asset of communication. But then I have another one for this platform that I'm about to give you guys on March 31st. Make sure you guys are there at the ICC
Yeah,
at
I know.
7 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30. Please park it because it will start on time.
Okay.
Yes, please
Let me
park.
tell y'all something about Kiara. She gives me life. That's why I'm acting like this.
Oh,
She walks into the room.
Kiara.
That's my girl.
Yeah, like, you know, like, we feel like we just having a conversation outside the mics, for real.
Yeah, that's
No,
all that
as
is.
it should be.
That's what I'm talking about, Key. Go ahead. But I had to say that. But yeah, you know, what can you bring to this table that, you know, the previous Miss Lincoln's never brought to the table?
Man, I'm so creative. Like, when I say I'm creative, I'm creative. I want to do programs that nobody has ever did before.
Right.
I'm not even going to tell y'all what it is. I'm just going to make it a surprise.
Right.
I want to have...
Can you give us a snippet, please?
We're not even gonna be here. We're gonna
Yeah, come on. We about to
graduate.
graduate. You know, like, come on. You can give me a snippet.
Okay, so this might be a
Snippet.
snippet. I was talking to Alice Fournette, and we were talking about doing like a Rip the Runway
Oh.
big event. Like, I'm talking about celebrities coming.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't even know what kind of plug I got. Y'all don't even know what kind of
She got
connection.
connects. I know
Y'all
she
don't
do.
even know what kind of
She
connects I
is a
have.
part of Diana.
I'm saying connections, like bringing celebrities to the table. Ziana and We Are One, and anybody else that just think that they have the ability to model. Y'all going on stage. Performers are going to be performing on stage while models are walking, getting high fashion designers to come and dress these models. And it's just a fun event.
Whoa.
We're going to have like the live entertainment, the screen in the back, the backdrop, interviews going on. It's
Yes,
lit.
that's
I
crazy,
don't think
yes.
y'all
Oh,
ready.
no.
I don't think y'all ready.
I told my friends I
I'm
wouldn't
jealous
come back up
now.
here.
Come
I told my friends I wouldn't come back up here.
Well,
I'm
we
gonna
might
have
have
to
to.
come
We
back.
might
Oh
have
man.
to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like y'all might see me Lincoln out and I'll wear Lincoln apparel. Like I would have been killing it. Like Lincoln alumni
Okay.
all over, hat. You know,
Mhm.
that's cool. I like that idea for real. I really do.
Yeah.
That's very different.
And I just want to bring like life to this campus.
Yeah.
The Lincoln Pride is dead. Okay. All the way
It
dead.
is.
It's
It
terrible. I want to reach out to the alumni.
Right.
When the alumni come up here, y'all, the Lincoln spirit is going. That's what,
Right.
I don't know, I just feel like that's a lot of the energy. And just to dig deep into the lives of others. Like, let me tell y'all this funny story in the CAF.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a campaigning event going on in the CAF. I had my table set up. People was coming up, signing my poster board. They had to write their what are they? Like insecurities on a piece of
Okay.
paper. So they wrote their insecurities on a piece of paper, and this one girl came to me, and I'm just talking to her like, what is your actual purpose in life? Mind you, I'm talking to her like I'm Oprah or something, but this is just me. This girl was crying. Y'all, I had the power to influence her with only my words. That's crazy. I didn't even think I had the ability to do that. I'm like, honey, you are beautiful. I'm looking into her eyes like, girl, you don't see what I see right now. I'm reading her, just feeding off of her vibes, just like, I can just feel that you're crying right now because you have something to hold back. What are you holding back? Tell me right now what's going through your mind right now. She's just like, I don't know what actually makes me happy. I don't know this, I don't know that. And I'm like, I have all the answers for you right now. So I went to her room and we was just praying and we was just talking, just regular conversation.
Did you know this girl?
Yeah.
Never seen her in my life.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, I gotta get handshake. I wouldn't get
As you should.
I was like,
Don't
yo,
make me get emotional
this
here.
is crazy. I didn't even think I had the ability to do that. So if I can do that to one person, oh, it's lit for everybody
There you
else.
go.
That's crazy.
That's
So speaking about the Lincoln vibe and how it changed,
Mhm.
so what do you think will happen in the future? Like, how do you predict? What do you think Lincoln would be like in the future? Like maybe like 10 years from now.
10 years, I think it's I think it'll be more more PWI-ish.
What's
I
that?
hope it doesn't lose
Predominantly
its,
white.
yeah. I hope it doesn't lose its flavor because right now that's what the president is trying to do. You know, he's trying to take away what the old Lincoln used to be. So hopefully we can get recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln University will be on the rankings of something. We can see our name somewhere and not all the way at the bottom. Okay, we can be up in the top 5 or something. I don't know, top 5
Yes.
historically black universities. I don't know. I see that for us.
Mm-hmm.
I see us being put on the map for stuff. People should come to Lincoln like, ooh, what if? Ooh, I just had an idea, y'all. What if we was like more of like a museum type of HBCU? They come here and they get all of these historic facts and all these artifacts and stuff like that. I see that happening in like 10 years or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely see that happening now. The museum, right across, is about to open in, what is it, April 12th?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cross.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
across.
by
It's
the
gonna be
new
on
building.
campus.
And don't y'all know the thing that's in front of the university?
Mhm.
That little scary, little spooky little building up
Who's
there?
there in the
Yeah,
church?
Hosanna
They should
Church.
just make that into a whole historic museum or something. That'd be cute. I
Mm.
don't know. Just
But you know there's still people that attend that
Yeah.
church.
It's
Yeah.
a landmark. They can't knock it down either.
Oh,
Mhm.
really? You learn
Yes,
something new
there's
every day.
2 people. There's 2 people that attend. There's
members.
there's a few. Let me not even say 2. There's about about 5
Mm-hmm.
that attend the church every Sunday, and the church service starts at 8 a.m.
Mhm.
Really early. That's probably why it's only 5 people.
Yeah,
But
that's
anyway.
why.
Wow.
Well, I actually met this one lady. She works at a library. She's a member of the church. She did a story on her, and she said she's been at the church for about over 50 years. She's like 67.
Wow.
Nice.
She goes every Sunday. I'm like,
Nice.
it's real small in there. I just had the opportunity to step in there, but I didn't do too
I went
much.
to a service once.
You were praying with the spiders.
Oh, she busting.
I'm gonna have to go take a look in there though, but
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So, Key, do you want to touch on your platform just a little bit?
yeah.
sure. So I just got out of the presentation. I should know this like the back of my hand, right? But basically, I love makeup. I love girly things like that. I love the whole aura of being beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I took makeup applications. I took foundation, concealer, and lipstick, and I changed it into applying it to everyday life. So for example, the title of my platform is the acronym of beauty. Be educated, always understanding the true you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, cool. So I took foundation, and basically I said, I want to build the foundation of your Lincoln University experience. So for freshman week, for example, transition week, excuse me, I will have one representative from each female organization talking to the freshmen and promoting it, saying all the goods about it so that they can build their foundation. They can see which avenue they want to go to. Just because a lot of the freshman week events, nobody goes. You gotta knock on the door, bring them out of drag them out of their rooms. Like, no, we can't do that. So that's the foundation, just building upon your Lincoln foundation, doing everything so that transition from high school to college, is planted.
Mm-hmm.
So that you are not misleaded, you're not misguided. And even if you do fall off or you start gearing the wrong toward the wrong, avenue, that'll be my job to steer you back in place.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, is concealer. Nobody is flawless walking this earth. We all have blemishes. We all have the things that we don't like about ourselves. But we should embrace that because that's who we are. That's what makes us who we are. And I want to transform that into good things. Everything that you don't like about yourself, we're going to change it into something good, something positive. Just learning how to hide those learning how to change those flaws. Not really change them, but transform it into a way to, make it fit you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like concealing them. That's why I say concealer. So then lipstick. Lipstick, you're using every word that comes out of your mouth wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Choosing your favorite lipstick. You want a natural color. Something that's confident. Something that is you. Nothing that is fake or falsely advertised.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that comes out of your mouth should mean something. Using your words to influence the masses.
Mm-hmm.
So I use those 3 components. And you should always speak with conviction, confidence, and class.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, a woman is made of class and confidence. I'm so big on confidence. Confidence. Even if you don't love yourself and you have confidence, you can get so far in life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have anything but what you live by, smiling, speaking to everybody whenever you walk into a room. Your first impressions and your body language, it just speaks so much. Nobody even understands how much that is. Oh, and